think this one's good. Should be. I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, I got home like 2 or 3 hours ago. I don't know. I've just been kind of in a slump. I spent the weekend. Well, the weekend just started, but I spent the day and some of the night just helping to make move house, and so I'm whoops. Well, yeah, we went fro, we went fro. We like hired a trailer and just like bum 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 bum. I don't know. We got sunburnt. We got dinner. His girl was there. It was nice. I knew her. It was nice. Just a couple of just family and some mates. Pretty small. I don't know. It was a day. I don't know. I won't go through my day like beat by beat because like if I do, I might not be able to like reflect positively upon it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take a random enneagram quiz just for fun. But it's not actually a random one. I'm gonna take it randomly, but it's not a random one. I picked this one specifically because there's a question in here that I saw that I'm actually really interested to talk about because, I mean, I'll tell you when we get there, so let's just go for it, dude. Also, I want to do this in the form of a video because I feel like if I've got like a sort of a time crunch, like it might pressure me to like think harder and I might get like better answers out of it, and I don't know, I might not beat around the bush as much, so I don't know. I strive for perfection. I'm assuming this is like indifferent and like agree, strongly agree, disagree, strongly disagree, so yes, that is what it is. Nice. Yeah, that's good. So like, I'm not a perfectionist in the sense that like, I want things to be perfect, but I'm a perfectionist in the sense that I want things to be a certain way, and if they're not a certain way, I'm actually really unhappy. I'm like really disappointed, and I kind of crash, and it's like, I don't, because like nothing can be perfect, but it's like I want things to be imperfect, but they have to be like a specific type of imperfect, so like, I agree. I work hard to be helpful to others. I work hard when it benefits me. And usually that means being helpful, so like, I don't know, it just happens to be the way it is, right? I don't really work hard for myself, so I guess I agree, but I don't work that hard. It is important to me that other people like me. I'm a bit of a narcissist. I mean, if people didn't like me, then, like, I don't know, I won't like me. I don't know, I like me. It is important to me to achieve great things. Absolutely not. Just achieve cool things and good things and be content. Like, I don't know. I don't need to, like, this YouTube channel, I'm not trying to grow this YouTube channel, I'm just doing it for fun. I make more significant contributions than the average person. Pretty much the same answer. There's no way, dude. I don't have a single aspiration. Like, this is impossible. I feel my emotions very deeply. Yes? I don't understand them, but that's not the question. So, like, I don't know, they're like pretty complex. I go back and forth and I go in circles, so I think that's deep, right? I have a sense that other people will never truly understand me. This seems kind of like, this kind of question seems like, it's at extremes. Okay, so it's like kind of like, oh, I'm special. I'm the odd one out. I'm gonna receive my metaphorical letter in the mail to join this metaphorical magic school that no one else can join. It's like sort of that sort of thing. Like, am I special? Like, I don't know. That's what it sounds like to me. It's probably not what it means. I mean, I don't think it's possible to be fully understood, but I think it is possible to be related to. So, I kind of disagree, because like, I don't know, it's not impossible. I think deeply about things. Not most things. Well, I mean, I like theory craft, and like I number crunch, and like it's super random, and it's about things that don't matter, but I do it. So yeah, and I kind of like this. I think about the emotions I feel. So I prepare for any disaster. No. I have no backup plan whatsoever. I don't really have much of a life, so I don't feel like I need one. I don't know what a disaster would be. If my parents died, like I'm not independent, right? So I mean, yeah, I don't really need to, like, that doesn't change my answer. So it is important to me to avoid pain and suffering at all times. I would love to. But I can't. But I would if I could. So like, I don't know. Like, I can't, and I know I can't, but I still wish I could, so... See how experiences that I know make me feel happy or excited. That's really hard because I don't know what they are, but when they do happen, I know it when it hits. And usually it's something as simple as just going and hanging out with a mate, which I don't get to do that often, so when I do get to do it, it's like, hell yeah dude, let's do it. So, I mean, I always like go out to eat, and I love going out, and I love eating, so like, it makes me feel content. It doesn't make me excited. So like, no, I mean, those two things combined, I think that results in that answer. I see the positive in every situation. Absolutely not true. I see the negative in every situation. I'm not afraid to tell someone when I think they are wrong. Yes, I am. I would hate it if someone misconstrued me and just hated me forever. But depends who they are. If there's someone I know, yes. If there's someone on the internet that I'm just talking about like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Destiny with, and it's just like discussion on like a perk or a card effect or something, then like, yeah. So I kind of disagree. Here's the interesting question. This is the one I saw. And I didn't see anything past this, and I just saw this was step 1 of 7, which is crazy, but I guess it's like a straight up personality quiz, so it's pretty deep. I have to be pretty like methodical and stuff. So this is really interesting. I learned recently that I'm kind of like a dog. I'm a bit of a dog, right? I like it when people give me orders, and I like following those orders. I like having a master. Does that qualify as a kink? I don't know. If it does, then this video is interesting. Yes, that's very accurate. And now, I don't know what else is left. Didn't take that long. I appreciate having rules that people are expected to follow. Not necessarily me, just like a set of rules. So like, you don't have to follow them. It's just like structure. I like structure. I appreciate structure. I'm kind of spontaneous. So yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, no. I'm concerned about security more than anything else. I don't really know what that means. Like emotional security? Like safety security? Like actual physical safety? Like lock and key? I don't know, not really. I think a lot about what will happen in the future. I have no idea what's going to happen in the future, dude. It's inconceivable to me. But I do think about it. I try to think about it. It's impossible to do, but I do. I don't fit in with ordinary people. I have autism, but it's like high functioning autism, so it's like I'm like the most normal person like on the friggin' planet, to be honest. I'm like kind of introverted, kind of extroverted. That's kind of why I looked up this quest. That's why I looked this up. Because I looked up can you become extroverted? And I was like, well, I don't actually know, but this was the result, so it was actually a different quiz, not this one. But then I was like, I don't like this quiz. I'll see if I can find a different one. It's like kind of the same vein, and this was it. So I don't agree with this answer. I'm gonna say, I mean, this seems kind of like that Hogwarts syndrome thing, right? Like, I don't know, I feel like I can be a little bit overbearing, especially when it comes to like speaking in meme tongue. So, I mean, there's really a good reason for changing how things are done. It's absolutely not true. That's like kind of objective. Like, I don't know, that's not really how I feel. Like, you have to be flexible, man. Nothing's black and white. I always finish my chores? Absolutely not. I'm a huge procrastinator. which kind of means that I do. I just finish them late. I don't have many chores, really, and sometimes I have to be spurred on again a second time, but I do. I'm always trying to be a better person. This is not true. Sometimes I try to be a worse person. I wish I was sometimes I wish I was stupider. Sometimes I wish people didn't like me. Sometimes I wish people did like me. So not always. I check carefully for mistakes and errors. Yeah, all the time. Doesn't mean I can do anything about it or that it matters, but I don't know, it's something that grounds me. It's just like theorizing things and like picking things apart, seeing how they work. Not necessarily like mechanically, like I'm not an engineer or anything, but I like to be around people who I can help. I like helping people, but I thought about this. I've thought about how many people I've known, like friends that I've had that have had like mental conditions, and I've always wondered about like how much help I was to them, like how well I could have supported them. And like some of them I still am, and I would say that those people I really like to be around, but I wouldn't say that most of the relationships I'm in are supportive relationships. I would say that I'm just friends with people, so I don't find myself around people who I have to help a lot. I did help my mate move today, but I mean, and that was fun, but I'm gonna disagree. I like to feel that I'm an important person in my social groups. My social groups are very small and very few. So, yeah. I mean, if I wasn't, then, like, I know people who don't know that many people. And those people that I do know, that do know other people, are, like, tight with me. So, I don't like to feel that. I do feel that. It is important to me to be successful. Absolutely not. Just be content. But it depends what you think successful is, because I wouldn't mind like a wife and kids. Like, I don't know, at least a wife. I hate kids, but being a dad would be cool. Probably. I don't know. I have no idea. Very scary stuff. But is it important to me? I mean, yeah, because like otherwise, like, what are you living for? Like, like I would say being content is a part of that. Like, I would consider that success. Actually, the organizations I belong to would not function well without me. Absolutely not true. I'm so expendable. And not very good. It's kind of there. I often feel overtaken by my emotions. I mean, behind closed doors, yeah, but they don't like control me. They just consume me, so I've always felt different from other people. Absolutely. I have autism. I am different from other people, but I'm not saying it's like Hogwarts syndrome. It's just like the way I perceive things is a little bit different. The way I conceive things is a little bit different. It's just like the way your brain is wired. So it's like, I don't know, special ed kind of makes you feel a bit different anyway. I didn't have too much of it, but I had a little bit of it. I mean, I don't know, I was never like sporty. I was never popular. So, I mean, yeah, I guess I always did. I like to analyze things from every angle. Some angles you can't see. You have to like bend over and get underneath and look in the cracks and get a flashlight out. This is a weird analogy, but it's kind of true. It's not that weird actually. It's a pretty accurate analogy because like that could be taken literally. So, I mean, depends what it is, right? Like some things I just ignore because it's like ignorance is bliss. So. I haven't given a lot of neutral answers. I guess I'm not a neutral person. Nothing's black and white. Right? That would mean this. I'm not gonna go back. I'm gonna commit. I always have a plan for what I could do if things go wrong. Absolutely not. I do not plan. I avoid situations that bring up negative feelings. Absolutely not. Positive situations can bring up negative feelings. I seek excitement? I absolutely do, I just don't find it all the time. I'm good at seeing the bright side of things when others complain. True, but also the inverse is true. But this is true. Do not hesitate to call people out when they're behaving badly. This is absolutely not true because I don't really care how I behave. I mean, within reason. Like, in a workplace or something, like I like to have some respect. Presentation is important. I wouldn't, like, dob on someone. So. Actually, I strongly disagree. I go along with what other people want. Sometimes. I go with the flow, so like, but usually I make my own decisions, but when other people do make decisions, I guess I go with the flow. More often than I don't. People should follow the rules instead of doing what they feel like doing. It's like completely subjective. I'm just thinking about like the work environment, because that's like a huge part of my life. Like, I don't really do much outside of work, so I don't know. I actually do not know. It would be easier if they did, but my boss doesn't, and it's the influence of the workplace in ways that I probably can't even think of, so that might actually be I don't know. Dicking around can get you in some serious trouble. I don't know. Does he get relationships that offer me some type of protection? Yeah. I mean, people, like, resilient people who you can talk to about anything, I would say that that offers, like, just security, like being able to... that could be misconstrued. I could be answering the question wrong, but I don't think it's that bad if I just don't completely commit to it, so... I can clearly visualize what could happen in the future. Absolutely not. I have no idea. I mean, what could happen in the future? What could happen in the future? I don't really think I have a future. Like, I'm living in circles right now. So yeah, I can't. Average people often find me a bit weird. Probably. I don't have a clue. I like to do things as I've always done them. You mean like have a ritual? Yeah. It changes, but the concept of having a ritual doesn't. I persist until a task is done? Absolutely not true. Sometimes tasks just reach their natural conclusion, and the natural conclusion is an unacceptable one. I spend time trying to discover and correct my faults and weaknesses. Discover, yes. Correct, no, because I'm not good at changing who I am as a person. So... that's gonna be... what does that equate to? Discover versus correct my faults and weaknesses. I mean, like, I try to, like, be a better person if I'm called out. It just doesn't happen that often. Because I feel like I've developed enough as a person over time. I've had, like, stunted development, but, like, whenever I've formed a relationship, it's been few and far between, and they've been strong, and they've really, like, rushed my development. So I think I've done most of the changing that I'll do. Whatever. I hold myself to very high standards. No. My self-esteem is 0. I think I suck. My work ethic is important to me though, because it's important to my boss, so... I'm a natural caretaker. Absolutely not. I hate having responsibilities. I want people to admire me? Absolutely, I'm a narcissist. I want to achieve a lot in my life? What constitutes as a lot? Wife and kids? Probably not. If I'm honest, I feel that I'm a bit better than other people. I don't want to answer this. Seems sort of like the nice guy with the fedora, like, oh, I could be nicer to you. I don't want to answer it. NA. I feel a deep sense of grief for what I've lost. No. I just feel a little bit. But that is a little bit. Like, I have regrets, but I haven't lost that much, so... just like my past. You can't really get that back. It's just like the life that you lived. So that's kind of abstract. I'm an unusual sort of person. Autistic. I take time to understand things more deeply than most people do. Well, I think about things longer. It could be that I just take longer to understand things, but I'm gonna say yes. We're on step 4, I thought we were on step 3. Jeez Louise, okay. Okay, we're actually coming along at a decent pace. It is important to me to be prepared for any emergency. Haven't I answered this? Oh no, I think the other question was am I? Well, the answer is still no. I distract myself from any sad feelings that arise. Quite the opposite, my sad feelings distract me. I often make changes in my life when things get boring. Absolutely not. Life just goes in a circle, and I hate it when that happens. And that makes me hate it more. I tend to be more optimistic than most people. That used to be the case. Can your personality fundamentally change? Is that what we're going for here? Or is that just a mental state? Don't know. I mean, when it comes to like social stamina, I would say that I can like enjoy a good time for longer than other people. So yeah. Even though, well, no, I'm kind of a pessimist. I have no idea. I tell people what I think, even if it's hard to hear. No, I'll do the opposite. Oh gosh, what have I done? I would rather follow the group than push for what I want. I'll do both. I'd love to do both. Well, no, that's literally not an answer. It's a non-answer. What would I do? I'm like reactionary, so yeah. Feel most comfortable in organizations with a clear hierarchy. Absolutely. I love being a soldier, dude. I take measures to protect myself and my loved ones from harm. No. It is what it is. I make plans for many years into the future. No. It is what it is. I'm an unusually unique person. Not unusually. I'm a usually unique person. You would have to answer that for me. I feel like that's a matter of perception. I dislike trying new methods or procedures. Absolutely. I'm very, stubborn. If it's not right, don't fix it. I focus on my responsibilities and duties. No, I procrastinate. But I do get the job done, so. I read books that help me be more productive or better at what I do. I don't read books. Does being on the internet count? I don't really go out of my way to learn, so. Put a lot of pressure on myself to do things right. Yeah, and then I don't anyway, but I take the initiative to help other people and make their lives easier. Oftentimes, actually, the more pressure I put myself under, the more goes wrong. But I think that's true. I take the initiative to help other people make their lives easy. Help other people make their lives easier. I don't take the initiative. I put in the effort to make a good impression on other people. Yeah, I don't think it works, but I do. Well, not necessarily a good impression, just a weird impression, but I do go out of my way to make an impression. I set ambitious goals for myself. I don't put in effort. I set ambitious goals for myself, no. I set goals for myself, not ambitious ones. My goal right now is survive. Have fun. Not really succeeding. I'm an important member of my social groups. I've definitely answered it. No, I haven't. The last time it said, I feel like. This is objective. This is accurate. So if I was to answer the last question, I would have actually said... No, I would say the same thing. Actually, if I admit it to myself, I am. I can describe my emotions in a lot of depth and detail. I do. It's probably really annoying, but I do. I've probably already done it. Just tonight. I often feel like an outsider, yeah. Kinda lonely. Not lonely, but like a loner. Find my mind to be a very interesting place. Absolutely, dude. It's like a judge and a jury in there. I'm always aware of what could go wrong in a situation. Painfully. I have many ways of avoiding situations that get me down. Absolutely not. I have very few. It is what it is. I am always up for a new adventure. Not always, but if it gets me out of my seat, yeah. I believe that things usually work out for the best. Not anymore. A lot of times things work out for the worst. And, I think if you think that things... I think if you believe in fate, you're kidding yourself. But I do believe that my life is a plan, which is not the same thing. So does this count as a plan? No. I just don't believe anything like that. I stand up for what I believe in, even if it upsets other people. Not publicly. I don't really care that much. I don't believe in a whole lot. Damn. This is going hard. I let other people take the lead? Absolutely, dude. I'm such a dog. I dislike people who disrupt things by breaking the rules. No. You know how many people I've seen run a red light? Dude, someone did today, and I was in the car. I make alliances with people who can help me stay safe and secure, not deliberately. These are questions I've definitely answered before. But, okay, maybe they're just being super specific and this counts as like the nuances of the concept of a personality. You know what it is. I make alliances with people who can help me stay safe and secure. Make alliances? Like, join a gang? No. I'm often looking ahead towards what is coming next. I kinda have to, because otherwise I don't really have anything to live for. But I don't really think about it. I have different interests than most people. Does anime count? In video games? Like, I know those are like normal in pop culture, but if you think about like the billions of people on the planet, I don't think most of them are into that, so yeah. The traditional way of doing things is the best way, not necessarily. I'm a responsible and reliable person. You know what, that's actually just straight up subjective. I'm a responsible and reliable person. I think people would say that about me, and I think I have to own up to it. I have a lot of plans for how I can improve myself. Absolutely not. I don't have any plans. I make sure that even small details are correct. Yeah, but not big ones. I'm really bad at looking at the bigger picture. I just like to make sure that everything that I can do is done well. If I care about it. I enjoy caring for others and their needs. Yeah, I enjoy it. I want to be a person that others can look up to. I don't care, dude. I push myself to succeed. I don't push myself. I make important contributions to my community. Oh. What community? I rarely have strong emotions. I do. I feel I never truly belong in social groups. Oh, this is going to be depressing. I want to learn as much as I can about how the world works. No, I think that would make me even more depressed. It is important for me to understand what can go wrong in a situation. Yeah, I would love to understand. I have to understand everything. I just contradict myself. I did, but you know what I mean, right? I take steps to ensure I don't feel sad or lonely. No, I just do. Trying new things keeps life interesting. Yeah, it sure does. I'm an upbeat person. I'm pretty mid. I'm usually the one to take a stand when others won't. No, I'm a bit of a sheep. Other people have stronger opinions than I do. Yeah, I'm a bit of a sheep. Everyone has a role to play in society and a duty to do their best. I'm gonna sound like such a pig by saying that not everyone. Actually, not into like anything socio-economical or like eco-political, but I feel like everyone has a plan for them, right? So it's kind of religious, but I'm concerned with protecting what I have. I would do what I can to not lose it, but I have a good sense of what my future holds. I don't have a clue. I've definitely answered questions like these already. I am an average person with ordinary likes and dislikes. No idea. I don't think a person like that exists. I try new ways of doing things just to see if they will work. Not all the time. But, I mean, like Leroy Jenkins, right? I have a great deal of willpower? No, absolutely not. I could get soul crushed by a squirrel. Self-improvement is a major interest of mine. No, I'm kinda coasting. Oh. What? Oh my Gideon. Jeez Louise, what is this? This is such a trap. Oh, do I have to do this on video, dude? I mean, no, but I will. Affection is nice. I mean, I did this just today, but that kind of sounds like being a job, so, you know. I'd like to be encouraged, not necessarily to treat myself, but supports me when I feel it. Yes, absolutely. Values my opinions? Yes, absolutely. Compliments me on my appearance? They don't have to. I would love it if they insulted me, actually, but only if it was they were being honest. Share their worries and fears? Yeah, I would want an open and affectionate relationship. That seems super vanilla, but like, isn't that what's important? Like, I feel like it is. If you thought about a relationship emotionally, like, I don't know. I guess I haven't really, but there's fun things for us to do together. Do they, what is their responsibility? That seems kind of lame, but I wouldn't mind. Happy to just, what does your partner do to make you feel loved? Okay. I have to be a bit honest here. I don't care about my appearance. I can encourage myself to treat myself. I can run my own errands. Yeah, please do that. Tell everyone to just do this. I wonder how they feel about it. I don't really have a budget. But that seems kind of selfish, eh? So after our children are... Well, when I think of that, I think of like... if they could be friends with my friends. So... Quite the same thing. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want them to suck. I wouldn't want them to, like, dick eat me either. Having said that, I want to try it. Gives me thoughtful advice. Yeah, I mean, like, talk about whatever and, like, be constructive. Helps me with personal care and grooming. I know that's not what that means. I mean, yeah, I could use some help with that, to be honest. Like, just, like, I don't know, a bit of a slob. Sometimes. I don't think we have to think too hard about this, right? I mean, I already have, but... Called it. Is there like chapters? No, I don't know what the hell's going on. What if I just came up with like the dream partner? Whatever, I don't want to think about it anymore. I'm a male. I'm 23. I don't really care. You can do whatever you want with that. This can't be accurate, can it? My full report. Are these questions that I have? That's a question that I have. They don't? I don't? I am. The problem is finding it. Can I do this? Oh my gosh. This is legit. You can't be serious. So what does it say? What are the types? Oh, I'm a 9, okay. 9s are defined by a desire to live in peaceful harmony with their environment. Am I? They want a sense of balance and calm and aspire to be a kind of homeostasis where nothing disturbs their inner peace. Like, I wish. They tend to be easygoing and accepting of what is happening around them. Yeah. They can become resistant and willing and fully oblivious when nothing in the environment threatens their silent balance. No, I'm pretty attentive to that. Okay, well, that sucked.